The Enlightenment, a time of incredible curiosity and intellectual exploration, saw the birth of radical ideas that challenged the very foundation of society. Among these revolutionary thinkers was Paul-Henri Thierry, Baron de Holbach, born in 1723 in Adesheim, Germany. Despite his aristocratic background, de Holbach became a passionate advocate for reason, a belief that the universe is made up of matter, and a society free from the chains of religious dogma. His sharp wit and unwavering commitment to his beliefs made him a central figure in the French Enlightenment. D'Holbach's salon in Paris became a hub for the leading intellectuals of the day, a melting pot where ideas were debated and challenged. It was here, amidst lively discourse and passionate debate, that D'Holbach, drawing inspiration from the works of John Locke, David Hume and other Enlightenment luminaries, developed his own distinct philosophy. His writings, often published anonymously due to their controversial nature, reflected his profound commitment to reason and his unwavering belief in the power of human understanding. D'Holbach's personal life, much like his philosophy, reflected his commitment to intellectual freedom and personal happiness. He was known for his generosity, often providing financial support to struggling writers and thinkers who shared his ideals. Though his life was lived largely under the shadow of potential persecution, it stands as a testament to the power of ideas and the courage required to challenge the status quo. His legacy as a champion of reason and a staunch critic of religious and political authority continues to inspire thinkers today, reminding us of the importance of critical inquiry and the pursuit of knowledge in a world often clouded by dogma and superstition. D'Holbach's life and work remain beacons, encouraging us to embrace reason and strive for a more just and enlightened world. At the heart of D'Holbach's philosophy lay his unwavering belief in materialism, the view that the universe and everything in it, including humans, is composed solely of matter in motion. This perspective, radically different from the prevailing religious doctrines of his time, positioned nature as a self-governing system, operating according to its own inherent laws. This deterministic view left no room for supernatural intervention or divine purpose, leading to considerable controversy in a society deeply rooted in religious belief. D'Holbach's magnum opus, The System of Nature, published in 1770, stands as a powerful expression of his materialist philosophy. In this groundbreaking work, he meticulously argued that the universe was not the creation of a divine being, but rather an intricate and complex machine governed by immutable natural laws. He famously likened the universe to a giant clock, with each part interacting with the others in a predictable and predetermined manner. This mechanical view of the universe extended to humans as well. D'Holbach argued that humans, far from being endowed with a soul or divine spark, were entirely material beings, subject to the same natural laws as any other object in the universe. Our thoughts, emotions, and even our seemingly free will, he contended, were products of our physical constitution, shaped by our environment and experiences. This radical understanding of human nature challenged the very foundations of religious authority and traditional morality. By doing away with the notion of the soul and free will, D'Holbach's materialism offered a radically different understanding of human existence, one grounded in the physical world and governed by natural laws. This revolutionary perspective, while unsettling to some, provided a new lens through which to view ourselves and our place in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. D'Holbach's unwavering commitment to reason led him to launch a scathing critique of religion, which he saw as a significant impediment to human progress and happiness. He argued that religion, with its reliance on faith and dogma, stifled critical thinking and fostered ignorance. Religious institutions, often driven by a lust for power and control, he contended, used fear and superstition to manipulate the masses, hindering the advancement of knowledge and perpetuating social injustice. In his writings, D'Holbach meticulously deconstructed religious doctrines, exposing their inherent contradictions and logical fallacies. He challenged the notion of divine revelation, arguing that religious texts were not products of divine inspiration, but rather creations of human imagination. often reflecting the prejudices and power structures of the societies in which they were written. He further critiqued the concept of miracles, attributing them to natural phenomena misinterpreted through the lens of superstition. D'Holbach's critique of religion, however, was not merely an intellectual exercise. He believed that religion's intolerance was an immense source of suffering, fueling conflict and persecution. He pointed to the countless wars and atrocities committed in the name of religion as evidence of its destructive potential. Instead of offering comfort and guidance, he argued, religion instilled fear, guilt, and a sense of helplessness in the face of life's challenges. For d'Holbach, true liberation lay in the rejection of religious dogma and the embrace of reason and science as the guiding principles for understanding the world. He envisioned a society where individuals, freed from the constraints of religious authority, could lead fulfilling lives guided by reason, compassion, and a shared commitment to human well-being. D'Holbach's philosophy, extending beyond the realms of metaphysics and theology, encompassed a comprehensive ethical and political framework grounded in his materialist worldview. He rejected the notion of divinely ordained morality, arguing instead that ethical principles should be based on reason, observation, and a deep understanding of human nature. He contended that humans, driven by the pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain, could construct a just and egalitarian society by aligning individual self-interest with the common good. Central to d'Holbach's ethical system was the concept of utilitarianism, the idea that actions should be judged based on their consequences and their contribution to overall happiness. He maintained that moral principles should be grounded not in abstract or arbitrary rules, but in their practical effects in the real world. A society that prioritized the well-being of its citizens, providing access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunity, he believed, would foster greater happiness and reduce social ills. In the realm of politics, d'Holbach advocated for a secular government that respected individual liberties and promoted the public good. He criticized absolute monarchy and religious authority, arguing that they inevitably led to oppression and the suppression of individual rights. A just and equitable society, he believed, required a government that derived its legitimacy from the consent of the governed and was accountable to the people it served. While grounded in his materialist worldview, d'Holbach's political and ethical philosophy resonated with the Enlightenment's broader emphasis on reason, individual rights, and the pursuit of happiness. His ideas, considered radical in his own time, continue to influence contemporary discussions on ethics, governance, and the relationship between individual liberty and the common good. Baron d'Holbach, though often overlooked in traditional accounts of the Enlightenment, stands as a formidable figure whose ideas continue to resonate in the 21st century. His uncompromising commitment to reason, his scathing critique of religion, and his unwavering belief in the power of human understanding challenged the very foundations of 18th century thought, leaving an indelible mark on the history of Western thought. His works, though considered controversial in their time, helped pave the way for a more secular and scientifically informed worldview. D'Holbach's materialism, while often viewed as overly deterministic, foreshadowed later developments in neuroscience and psychology that emphasized the physical basis of human thought and behavior. His emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things, an idea often associated with Eastern philosophies, finds resonance in modern ecological thinking, which acknowledges the delicate balance of natural systems. His unwavering belief in the power of education to liberate individuals from the shackles of ignorance and superstition continues to inspire educators and reformers today. Perhaps d'Holbach's most enduring legacy lies in his unwavering commitment to the pursuit of happiness, both individual and collective. His belief that a just and equitable society must prioritize the well-being of its citizens, ensuring access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunity, remains a powerful and timely message in a world grappling with social inequality and injustice. D'Holbach's life and work serve as a potent reminder of the importance of critical thinking, the pursuit of knowledge, and the need to constantly challenge dogma and authority. His legacy lies not in providing definitive answers, but in encouraging us to ask difficult questions, to embrace reason as our guide, and to strive for a world where human flourishing takes center stage.